We're recording. We're recording. We're on. I know. You see, somehow the world will change for me.
I forgot the words a little bit.
And
Yeah,
I have not changed.
Like, I know the words.
I know the words.
Don't you guys worry.
Spencer Shea is my artistic icon. He is the true artist of the 21st century.
He's the true songbird.
He's the next
He's the
Leonardo da
Mozart
Vinci.
of our generation.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to
This
the
song
Legend of
defines
Civic
a fucking
Swords,
generation.
where a bunch of coworkers try and play D&D and I don't know, maybe find Simon after like
A year.
It's been a solid year since we've seen Simon. In game, it's been like maybe a couple months. But yeah, welcome back. Last time we left off with the Cedric Swords arriving in the city of Diremarsh in the Mudlark Valley north of Fenrir's Hold, a pretty centralized area in the country of Paulist, at least on the western side of Paulist. The party was on their way to Benayevitz, tracing a lead to the whereabouts of their benefactor Simon, who'd been missing all the way back when they found out that Simon was missing back in Calhaven quite a while ago, and has since gone on this endeavor to search and locate their lost benefactor. In Diremarsh, the party had taken a day to get to know their new compatriot Romand and take time to sort of reevaluate their skills, gain more items, replenish their stock, replenish all of their provisions for the journeys ahead. In doing so, Malachi, coming into fruition with his new druidic ways, sought different herbs and spices and went to a vendor in the market who led them to a business opportunity to go to the grove of the Gormalons, a family of half-orcs just west of the city, to find potentially a druidic focus and custom create a wand or other focus of your choosing, and also potentially get their hands on some more potent healing potions and other ingredients.
To find a way.
To find a way. This is the way.
Confirmed from Morty on Druid.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Good, aren't they?
That hit him real quick. Oh my gosh.
That was
Hit
that
him
good
so
shit.
quick.
Oh,
Bro.
I would like to say real quick.
That's every Sunday.
The first time anybody other than me
Mhm.
has to roll their dice for the night, you get to pick one of the packages, and then you roll it, and that's your dice. Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So, I mean, if you want the first pick of the litter, and not that you know what any of them are, or I know what any of them are because I didn't fucking wrap them, but I would suggest doing an act that requires
a roll.
A roll.
Yeah.
Same for you.
Oh shit. That's a little.
I'm gonna take a shot and shit. I'll just do that in a second.
You're like, shit, I'm gonna chug 3 beers. Okay. Can we con save?
Can I con save real quick?
My con's so bad, dude. I remember I have a like 10 Constitution.
And that's where you. Oh. Well, it doesn't sound like there's any
No,
echo.
there wasn't any echo.
Dope. Because that was just awful having to do with that.
Close it. It won't close.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so where we last left off, Vladimir was in the meat end market and had tried to return to a business run by a couple of halflings. Vladimir had purchased a very nice pair of magical gloves from them, and upon returning in an attempt to potentially do some sort of mischievous act, found himself... Noble act, for sure. Found himself face to face with a familiar sight. The same entity who had several months ago cursed Vladimir and stolen away his fat and cursed him to be this chiseled Adonis figure that he now is. After a brief conversation, you were given a new task, or a more direct task, to find the amulet and find Simon at the behest of this figure. As you step out, or sorry, actually you don't step out, you're still in there. The vision just fades and you are in the small haberdashery and tailor shop of the halflings, who are still sitting at the table, and you see them with their poker game mid-hand look up at you.
Right. I'm gonna think to myself,
Damn, that shit was wild.
What?
Anyways, I need my coin back.
and then out loud, I will say,
Oh, hello, gentlemen. Now, I know we've got off on the wrong foot last time, but call it a game of cards. I'll even throw in some coin. Keep it interesting.
Now it's right here is a closed game, so
10 gold.
no. Closed game, we're not gonna, it's your friends only thing.
alright, how many people are in this fucking store?
Looking around, there are 6. There are 4 halflings sitting at the table, and there are 2 others. One human who is kind of a little bit shorter in their own right, but is still having a hunch over in this smaller, pretty much shack, and then another halfling who is perusing some of the different wares.
Alright. I'm going to sleight of hand, cast Unseen Servant, and go get my fucking gold. And then I'm going to get on the side away from where the gold is and the door. I'm going to be,
Everyone, please, come gather.
Check something real quick.
If he's gonna subtle spell it, I think he has to make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
besides, I would have already casted it before I came in. Would it just disappear?
You did cast it as you came in, but as you come out of your vision, it is not there.
Well, it is unseen.
Yeah. Well, you understand that your spell has failed.
No.
Where the dang heck? Okay.
What in tarnation?
Okay. Make a straight investigation check.
Nope.
You get to pick.
Ooh. That's why I did it.
Let's see.
Ooh.
It's alright.
I mean, ironically, you also get to roll a perception check for it too.
That's true.
See if he detects the sleight of hand
Sleight
that
of
he's doing to.
Actually, yeah. Ooh, look at this.
So everybody takes away their die.
Ah.
Purple.
Sexy.
Damn!
Purple dice.
Nice.
Yes.
I like those. Those are nice.
Hell yes.
Low key jealous.
Muchas gracias.
I'm nervous.
Oh my god. I figure everybody needs some dice. It's a good thing for everybody to have.
Ooh,
some nice green
some
toys.
lovely green ones. Look at these. Here, we're gonna write it to the camera. Look at those. Those lovely green dice.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Okay, so it's a roll off.
What was it?
Your sleight of hand.
Well, yeah. So first, make a sleight of hand check for Vladimir.
And sleight of hand check.
We'll
Unseen servant.
make a and then make a subsequent investigation check for the unseen servant.
First roll is counts.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign.
20.
Ooh.
For your sleight of hand.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then for investigation. 23. Suck my dick, bitch.
Okay, so he is going to try and perceive.
Go ahead and try your
No,
best, buddy.
he doesn't. He
Put
doesn't
it
notice.
away. Don't make it goes away.
It's a 6. It's okay. It's It's okay.
It can be redeemed.
It can be redeemed. It can be redeemed. It's staying out. It's staying out.
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Of course.
Come on, man. It's
Do it.
Christmas.
Let my dice let us have fun tonight, okay?
You just don't want to. You don't want to bring out my dice, which has been rolling that 20 for the past.
You didn't have to set it back up nice for tonight,
I'm not just saying.
Going to use these.
in case they go bad for you.
So
He
no
has
one,
many.
no one notices. I do okay. No one notices you. Kind of just suddenly wave your hand, and for a brief moment there is
You
this
stroke
shimmer
your
in
cock.
the air. Yeah, you kind of like sidle up alongside.
Thighs.
Yeah,
Slightly
real hard.
Slightly straddle.
And about 2 feet from your right, there's this small shimmer as the light kind of bends in the air for a moment, and your unseen servant springs to life. And on that investigation check, it does make a small pass, and it does find underneath, kind of like underneath one of the chairs of one of the halflings, a small pouch. Go ahead and make another sleight of hand check for the
10.
10.
If it won't matter, my theatrics will be suffice.
So as you are standing there talking, one of the halflings kind of leaning back, kind of looks off to the side, and like, well, hold up. Picks up the pouch and just kind of tucks it into his vest.
You really want to go this way, huh?
He didn't seem to. It didn't seem that there was anything particularly awry. He didn't seem like he was
Abort, bro.
aware of your unseen servant. Just that it might have been jostled in some other way, and he was readjusting it.
Was it
Mercy.
a pouch big enough to fit 1,500 gold?
It was a fairly. It was about.
Did it look thick and hefty?
It did not actually.
Okay, good.
It looked. It was maybe about this big, or so. Maybe about 8 by 4 inch, and it was a small. I mean, Vladimir wasn't able to perceive it, but as well, we never perceived it too well. As he picked it up, it just seemed like a regular black pouch. You could hear some coins jingling a little bit, but
Alright. I'm gonna have my unseen servant continue to look for my money and or other valuable stuff.
yeah. So with the same investigation check, your unseen servant is able to perceive plenty of other things that aren't necessarily of expensive value. It's mainly just small bits of food that have been set aside on small stools, different bottles of ale and other drinks that are just kind of sitting around. There oddly is no safe. It just appears as though the cash register or the drawer that you were expecting to find isn't necessarily sitting out and about.
Interesting. Alright. Well, I'll have my unseen servant grab all that.
Listen, fellow patrons. Who here has seen a dragon in real life?
Now, we're talking about that one they've been talking about out in the streets, the one that showed up a couple months ago.
Oh, no, sir. Of course not.
What you talking about, boy?
I'm talking about a rare, sexy, cute dragon.
I'm going to pull out Rupert.
Jesus! What is that?
Now, hold on. This is a very tame dragon. He's my friend.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on, baby. Purple dice, purple dice.
That's cocked. 18.
18?
That was a trip, though. I can safely.
Oh, wait. 19.
19?
My
Okay.
cloak has +1.
Look at you using your items. the halfling proprietor just kind of, okay, I mean, you just keep it over there. I don't really, I mean, you say it's safe, but listen,
Certainly.
sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to please leave. We have customers in here, and you see the other two customers in the store are like backed up against the wall and trying to make their way to the door without like moving too much. They're just very slowly sidling alongside the shop wall.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna change my tactics up now.
Sir, please, this is
However,
a
this
business.
dragon is safe. To me, it can be quite ferocious. Knowing that, I'm gonna have to have you give me my gold back now. Sir.
Whips your dick
I'm gonna hold Rupert closer.
I'm not. Well, you made an honest transaction.
You don't want to see what this is capable of.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh,
I wish I was there
no.
with him.
This is a train wreck.
Damn
On the way
it.
there because of the trooper.
8.
He doesn't seem. They all don't. They're not
Is
so
he
much.
frightened though?
They're not. They're not so much frightened of you. They're discomforted by Rupert. Rupert at the moment is not necessarily following your lead. Rupert is more or less kind of like, almost like a puppy, kind of rolling around in your hand and sniffing, and is kind of trying to lean out to sniff the proprietor's hand, but not necessarily in an overtly aggressive way. Rupert is more or less a small puppy at this moment and is not intimidating. So
I'm gonna talk to Rupert and be like, killed your mom.
Rupert and continues. Now, sir, you made an honest transaction. Now, if you don't leave, we're going to have to involve the local guards, and that's a lot of trouble.
You're gonna be in a lot of trouble if you don't give me my money back. This is a goddamn dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Look, I've never seen a dragon
You know
before.
what? Fuck it. Enlarge.
On what?
Rupert.
On Rupert? So Rupert doubles in size. Rupert at the moment was maybe about this big.
Mhm.
Is now about the size of
You see
like
how fast this thing grows?
of a Labrador.
The shit.
They're all just standing there going, that was cool.
You don't want to see it get angry.
It doesn't look angry. Rupert, who is now enlarged, thinks this is a game and is trying to go around to the other customers and like not bite them aggressively, but kind of nuzzle up alongside them. The two other customers are freaking out at this point, and you see them like screaming and just kind of curling into and going fetal while Rupert is running up and nuzzling against their necks.
I'm gonna have my unseen servant snatch their purse while they're scared.
Make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Damn,
And it's a disadvantage as well, yeah.
15, no, 17.
17.
Dang.
As it's a higher DC because everyone is on alert at the moment.
Scared.
And it's in their breast. It's like in their breast pocket. So they feel this hand moving in and moving their clothes around, and they go, "What's happening? Call the guards!" And you see
Okay, fuck you. Rupert, come here. We're leaving.
one of the halflings immediately runs out. What appears to be a back door that was kind of hidden behind some curtains, and is now running out. Whereas another one has sprinted out past you and is now in the street looking for the nearest guard.
Alright. Well, I'm going to have Rupert follow me. I'm going to misty step out of there. And we're just going to misty step far away as possible. But before I do that, I'm going to leave.
Fuck you.
Make a stealth check real quick.
Damn.
Actually, no stealth check. Make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics
see-
is what?
see if you can
18.
18. One, to see if you can get out of the door, because the door is about a
Couldn't have
third the
dismissed
size.
it.
Okay. Even still, there are a numerous amount of people, and you are you are able to kind of leap and dodge around a lot of these people as you are misty stepping and maneuvering through all these very tightly woven, intricate small streets of this shantytown market in the middle of Dire Marsh. And now go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Besides, it wasn't even me that was doing it. It was some invisible man that I remember. Fuck.
You know what it is.
Natural one.
It wasn't me, I swear.
You have an echo again.
Why? Why? Is it just me?
Yep.
It's just me that has an echo. Why? You know what? You know what it might be? It might be the DM screen. Bouncing, because this is picking me up, and then this is bouncing it right back here, and it's picking it up.
Was the laptop microphone on?
Yeah, just turn it up.
Yeah. Well, I thought that I had already turned it off from
Because that's probably picking up
the last one.
Bro. Real quick.
Very crispy.
Sidebar.
Yeah? What's up?
What in the hell are you doing right now?
I'm getting my gold back.
real.
Bro,
Greedy.
do you realize how much gold you have waiting for you?
Still.
In the cart?
Fuck it. I like my gold.
Bro, everything's a money-making opportunity.
I like my gold.
fucking questions.
I like my gold.
We'll see it. We'll hopefully the echo has. Let's check. Let's check. Is it being a little bitch to me again? Is it? That's so. I feel personally attacked and offended.
This has been the
Merry
worst
Christmas.
microphone transaction I have ever had.
There's two things I can't remember. The numbers of all my other characters. She remembered 4 of them. Took some thinking.
Which ones?
It's intelligence and charisma.
Intelligence. I think you had a fairly average intelligence. It was either 13 or 14.
And the charisma was not the best.
And the charisma was not the best. I think it was like
A
like
9.
11.
11?
It was.
It wasn't a plus anything. It was either 10 or an 11.
We'll say it's 10.
10.
Because I think it's a plus 0.
Yeah.
11 is also.
Intelligence.
so.
I mean,
I'll be fair, it's
Roman is a 6.
Hey.
Oopsie boopsie.
But that's largely just because his face is on fire, and nobody likes that here.
Brandon no longer has an echo.
Yes.
Dope shit.
All right.
Let us continue.
Continuing on. So Vladimir, as you are running through the streets,
In ghost form. Of course.
It only goes. Misty Step only goes like 30 or 60 feet.
yeah,
Stop.
it's
I'm just keep doing it. Until I run out of slots.
while you have Misty Step, Rupert does not.
You're like, hurry up, Rupert!
And a green dragon the size of a Labrador is now bounding through the streets after you,
Of course.
and everyone is noticing. And soon the meat-in
I'm
market
assuming we all notice this.
You notice, yeah, everyone else in the market notices this as
Where
well.
am I?
Oh no!
You are currently in the Mellow Marsh,
Mellow Marsh.
which is the local tavern, which is not far off. It's maybe about
Tavern, nice.
It's about 200 to 300 feet north of the Meat End Market. So go ahead and make a Constitution, because I like the whole waking up thing. Go ahead and make a Constitution
Hey, you're finally awake.
check. Hey, you're finally awake.
Oh,
Go ahead and make a
bro.
Constitution check with advantage. If it's above 10, you wake
And
up.
that's a hard choice, isn't it?
Bro, why is this so hard? Like, it's...
Just do it.
Oh man.
Because you're like, man, I really
That's a good
want
choice.
these colors to be great.
Really want to do look Camel jealous you got the
Oh,
purple
shit.
ones. Those are some
Missy
sick
also.
dope dice.
What's the draw?
What do we got?
Oh damn.
Oh my
dude.
god. Ooh.
Those are pretty gray, bro. I like that.
Nice.
That actually looks good with gray.
Good Dragonborn passive I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Get out, dick.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I gotta roll. Which one you said?
Make a Constitution
Ah,
check.
damn. I haven't done just a 10.
So yeah, roll d20, add your con
That's-
mod.
Bro, that's a nat 1. That's a nat 1.
You are still asleep.
Stone
The
cold.
the ruckus does not wake you up.
Well, it was with advantage.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it wasn't. I said it's an advantage.
Oh, for real? Why?
Because there is a large. Everyone is screaming at the top of their lungs because there is now a dragon.
14.
14. You wake up. You wake up and you are on the 4th floor.
Was I drunk the night before?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had downed several of what is known as dire ales.
Yes.
Which is basically just bog water.
Bogline.
Not bong water, but bog water. And there's
It
not
would-
much difference.
It would be better if it was bone water.
It probably would be.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
nasty.
probably think it was bong water because I was
Yeah.
that drunk. I'm like, oh.
It took, yeah, like everyone else took maybe a couple sips and was like, all right, that's actually a lot. I think you had like 4 or 5.
Sounds
So
like me, yeah. Typical.
while you do wake up, you have a hangover. So
Back in character, boys.
Heck in there.
Whew.
It's all that
for the next until your next long rest, all wisdom, any wisdom check, any wisdom saving throw, or wisdom ability check is going to be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
But you are awake, and as you groggily come to, you hear what sounds like screams outside the window. You're up 4 floors, so as you look out the window, you can see out onto the Meat End Market,
Okay.
which is the southern window. And you can see in front of you this large shanty town, and you see what looks like a couple different puffs of magical energy that you recognize as Vladimir Misty Stepping, as you've seen it many times in combat before. And then
Vladimir.
stumbling behind maybe 60 or 70 feet or so, looks like a green dragon about the size of a Labrador, just kind of hobbling, almost like a baby deer learning to walk, and crashing into different stands, creating utter chaos, and you see everyone
shit.
fleeing the market. The rest of you who are in the market hear all of this, and you notice all the guards start running in this direction of what you see. You do see Rupert kind of scurry and bolt by, and it is now running out of the market. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
Has
care.
Roman never
I might as
seen?
well go back
I'm on
and
my
get
way to
Rupert
get
'cause I
tools.
love him.
It's not concerning me. I need tools.
Has Roman never seen?
Roman has never seen a dragon before in his life.
So he's never seen
He's
Rupert.
He's never seen Rupert, and he's never seen a dragon. He has seen depictions of
That's all I
dragons.
need to know.
But yeah, so Vladimir, you find a small alley, and you think you are completely hidden. As far as you know, no one knows you're there. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Pulling out my hand crossbow.
Okay.
I'm going to
I'm gonna
aim
message
at
everyone
Rupert.
like,
Please save Rupert. Please.
I
Fucking Vladimir.
Rupert's
don't
my
know who
dragon.
Rupert is.
He's a little boy dragon.
Oh,
Don't let him die. Don't
Vladimir,
let him
shut up. We're
perish.
trying to think.
I don't even know what to think about this.
He's
Does he
special
have
to
a
me.
dragon?
Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna call him on because I'm also a dragon. So Vladimir can fuck off.
He's
At
not
the moment,
yours.
you are 4 stories up in the tavern. The rest of the party is
At the meat market, right?
in the market. So,
Yeah.
and while message is going between, well, I guess you're messaging everyone. You would have been. Never mind. I'll shut up.
That's how it is.
yeah.
But so while you can hear Vladimir, you can't hear anyone else. So everyone can hear Vladimir, and Vladimir can everyone, but you can only hear Vladimir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So he does have a dragon.
Yes.
It is a real thing.
Yes. It is.
Vladimir, that
Should
dragon's
we
mine.
concern ourselves with the problem that is afoot? There's a dragon running
Vladimir.
through the city.
That dragon's mine.
Oh shit.
It's
But
my
okay,
dragon,
I'll
it's
tell
Rupert.
you.
He's green. He's a bit bigger now, but
I used to be a bit bigger.
Shit.
I don't
I
understand.
used to be a bit
How
bigger.
did he get
I'm
bigger?
gonna come towards you.
I made him
Why?
big.
Why
for-
is he running? Why are you running?
Listen, some shit went down.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running?
So, you made him bigger.
Yes.
Make him smaller.
Okay.
I shall reduce Rupert, and I'm gonna start sprinting back to him. But I'm gonna put my cloak up.
I will
As
start
you-
running towards the stupid dragon.
Okay. As you, as everyone is kind of converging,
The stupid man.
Rupert comes back to his normal size, which is a little bit larger than like a ferret or a weasel. As you pull up your cloak, you see two other figures also running in. They don't appear to be guards. They appear to be wearing what looks like purple cloaks, hoods up.
Is it the same cloak as mine?
It is the same cloak that you're wearing.
I'm gonna run into full fucking speed.
No, Rupert.
I might throw my last Misty Step out there just to get ahead.
Gods.
Okay.
Gods!
There are
Why are you calling the guards? It's Rupert.
There are at this point 24 guards who are converging on your location as well.
Because I want to ensure that they don't kill you or your fucking dragon. Out of...
Deal. Deal.
As everything converges, you see that the two figures kind of look around and notice the guard presence as well, and you watch as they.
Can I reach down and scoop up the dragon?
Sure. Yeah. Easily. Go ahead and make an animal handling check real quick.
He is a wild animal, of course.
18.
18. Yeah. That he doesn't really. Yeah. He just lets you pick him up.
Tuck him in my cloak.
As
No, my son.
these
My
two
No.
these two other figures notice the uneven odds. Watch as they.
Those bastards.
They're no longer there. But the
The guards are
the
still
two,
coming.
the 24 guards are now surrounding the entire group, except for excluding Badger, who is still in the tavern.
Do I get
And
back to
I'm-
them before the guards get there?
Do what?
Do I get back to everyone before the guards?
Yeah, at this moment, everyone is in the same.
I just look at you and I say, you play along with whatever anybody says.
Okay, but does it...
Does anyone have any disguise?
No, sir. If you
Fuck.
need to play retarded, you play retarded, okay?
Bet.
Also, I'm not exactly very well liked.
Also, can I have Rupert back?
No, you
What
can't.
do you mean?
The last time you had him, you let him loose in the streets,
I'm
sir.
gonna pull out a crack and go,
He's in my cloak.
Come to daddy.
I'm warm. I'm very warm. But anyways, I'm not very well liked. My race is not very liked in the area at all. Someone else will need to do the talking. So be prepared to cover for him. I barely know him. You do. You let him loose.
Stop! What is happening here?
You have violated the law.
You have violated the law.
Just a misunderstanding. Our friend is new to your town. He doesn't understand.
There was word of some sort of dog on the loose. Where is it?
Well,
The dog went that way. It
Make it-
looked very ferocious.
Make a deception check.
God, you guys can't let him talk.
It was absolutely terrifying, sir.
13.
That was my best attempt at advantage.
You watch as they kind of. You see a couple of them look off in the direction, and he just goes, "You too." And you see two of the guards start running off in the direction that you pointed. The 22 other guards are still there, all swords drawn, looking around.
It'll be cool
There's
as a
a-
cucumber.
What happened here? State the facts. State them true. What is your name?
My name
Yes, sir, your name. Someone of your kind doing here in Diamarsh.
Daniel
Oh, God.
Radcliffe.
That's it, chat. I'm sorry.
I
would
believe,
assume everyone would be like,
I believe
yes,
what my friend said.
that is Daniel, yes.
Yes, it's Daniel.
It's great because he's a wizard.
Exactly.
You're a hairy wizard.
Oh, Jesus.
Good.
You watch as
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Make it so.
Alright, Mr. Radcliffe. It's an unusual drow name. What are you doing so far into the kingdom? What is your business? Is your beast that has been set loose on the people of Diamarsh?
We're here to shop, of course. This is the market. Obviously.
And you didn't answer my other question. Is that your beast that was set loose?
Of course not. A beast? Why would Daniel Radcliffe want a beast?
That's a magical beast!
Alright,
I
well...
have no time for such antics.
Oh my God, dude, Scamander. Who the hell do you take me for?
You watch as about maybe a third of them at this point are kind of laughing. They're all wearing helmets. These are similarly clad guards that you had seen on your way into town, with kind of the full face helmets with just the eye slits open. You can hear a little bit of chuckles throughout. The one in charge in front seems to take the.
Like, oh, you're so handsome.
You see that he is not a handsome man.
That makes it even better to me.
He's like,
I said what I said.
imagine like,
William Dafoe, Steve Buscemi.
it's
Yeah.
like when you increase the animations on someone's face in a game.
Oh, like the video of Heavy Rain where they're just like,
Yeah, it's that. But like
PS2 Hagrid.
sure, we'll say it's PS2 Hagrid. But like, yeah, it's very rough looking human male.
so
Who looks either like 20 or 80. It's really he's not a very pleasant looking person.
So it's not so much his beast as it is our beast, and our friend here is, as you've spoken with him, a little slow on the uptake of things. He comes off very rude. He buys things and demands his money back,
Well,
and then produces his giant lizard and scares people.
look, are you folks getting out of town?
We'll be leaving soon, yes.
Like within the next
2 hours?
now.
Well, we're waiting for the people.
The good people of Diamarsh don't need any more antics. We've had enough with the war.
Well, we're heading with Gormalons.
Are we with the Gormalons?
We're going to travel with them back to their place when they leave in a couple hours. So we will be out of your hair soon. And then we're heading further north to the Knights.
You see the two guards kind of come back and they just kind of shake
At this
their
point,
head.
I've produced a little...
Oh shit!
Calm down, sir.
What is... That's not a dog!
No, it is literally a dragon.
That's a... Was... You see them, you see everyone has now drawn their swords again. Those who
That
had
is fine.
put their swords away are now...
And you're like, give it back.
Now listen.
He's scared.
Listen. We have killed the dragon. Hence, the baby. If you would like to attack the dragon baby and invoke the wrath of the people who have killed the dragon, you feel free to do that. but I'm not sure you want to, because, I mean, it is a dragon, as you can clearly see. I have only recently met these people. They are very bizarre.
Make an intimidation check.
Let's go, baby.
Intimidation.
It's cocked.
As fuck. 9. I don't get advantage because I have a dragon in my hand.
Actually, I will say go ahead
And I am on fire.
go ahead with advantage.
God, please do better. We'll try the other one.
8. It's gonna be like 2.
No,
It is the exact same roll.
Pass. This is not
They
2.
don't seem to back down. They're more so. You see that now. Two of them, or a couple of them, have brought out what look like shackles, and are taking steps closer.
Trying to shatter. I will now take the dragon and put it back in my glove.
Who are you?
Who else has seen a sword that you've heard of? A sword. A dragon that you've heard of?
A couple of people who've moved into town. They talk about dragons are coming back. People are seeing them.
These
Now
fine
then.
folks I've heard of Cedric's swords.
You are Cedric Swords,
Yeah.
Hence the dragon.
the noble knights who are keeping Polished free from tyrannical. You are
Listen.
Cedric Swords.
Yeah.
Listen,
bro.
one of us is mentally handicapped. The rest of us help him along. He's still a very powerful man.
He is.
Listen, you have a book.
Well, listen.
You're supposed to play along with anything anyone said,
I'm
and you're
messaging
really
you.
fucking him up.
My feelings hurt.
Well, I don't know if you were told the laws of Dire Marsh, but we don't let our pet dragons loose on the
It's in
market.
fact the
I'm
law
gonna
in
start
most
crying
places,
hysterically.
and I'm not sure why.
Please don't take him away from me. He's mine.
I'm sorry, we don't mean it.
Stop.
I think what makes this even more beautiful is I'm just picturing Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in a drow form, just like crying and then like blubbering.
Like a little bitch.
Give me
We
Listen,
apologize, and we will be out of your hair soon.
Because you have done so much for the kingdom of Polist already, we will not immediately incarcerate you, but you
Thank you,
must.
sir. We'll be on our way.
You must respect the laws of Darkmarsh.
Oh, we respect it.
I don't know that you do.
Hey,
I will ensure that he does not leave anyone's sight, sir.
That is very good. We have,
And the
as
dragon
you
will
see,
stay in my pipe.
as you see, it does not take a lot. Get a lot of fucking guards around here very quick.
You really need to
So,
calm down.
I'm gonna take one of Daddy Six tentacles and I'm gonna tip it. Because he is on my head. All
You're
times.
the weirdest fucking.
he just,
thank you, sir.
Sorry for the trouble.
I'm not as sorry as I am. And he watches, they don't really leave.
Disperse.
They don't disperse. They're all so utterly perplexed by the series of events that have just taken place. The main guard who has been talking to you kind of just sulks off, and you see him kind of stop every 5 feet or so and just turn back to you and just.
I'm gonna.
Hey, boys.
Please give me Rupert back.
No,
please.
you will not get him back until
I'm
I'm
going to start
ensured.
crying hysterically.
That's fine.
No,
You can cry
He's gonna throw a
his
tantrum.
No,
He's gonna get on the ground, roll around.
I'm gonna punch Vladimir in the arm.
No, I want to do it, damn it!
I'm gonna punch Vladimir in
Well,
the
yeah,
He's still
arm.
on the ground
God
crying.
damn
It's not
it.
gonna
You
stop.
get a, hold on,
You
hold
get
on.
to pick.
You get him your
Hit
thing.
him really hard to make it.
I'm still crying.
I can't.
at this point.
I can't.
That's fine.
Your fist.
Hey, how much
Cannot
platinum do we
stop my
have
tears
around?
for Rupert.
Lady, like how much platinum do we have that we had last time?
Oh, you have so much money. You have a lot of money.
I hear how many platinum. I was like,
It's at least 188 platinum. So I have 1,885 gold.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I'll say
That's a lot of money.
25 gold.
Alright.
What color did you
Did you
get?
get some blue ones?
Blue.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah.
I'll say copper.
God,
Actually, no copper.
God damn it.
this is just unarmed, so 10.
10?
Damn it.
What's your AC?
15.
Of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's rolling around so much on the ground that you just miss everything. You kind of like hit a little bit, but it just rolls off and it doesn't really land.
Please give me Rupert back.
You,
He loves me.
I will not give him back, sir. Not until you have proven that you're adult enough to handle a pet. You let him loose in the city. That is not a real thing.
Yeah.
I can kill it and it'll come back tomorrow.
Daddy's like just kind of.
Pull my hand crossbow and just fucking shoot it off his head.
Roll an attack.
Oh! No!
23.
Yes.
No way.
Daddy's son instantly just.
You don't get your other pet either. I don't know how Zarek did things, but you're not going to be a little prick because you want to be a little prick. No.
I'm gonna use
I will kill you.
persuasion.
You're gonna use what?
Persuasion.
It doesn't look like he's in a position where he is able to be swayed.
Here's what's happening, sir. I left you alone for 10 minutes. 10 minutes! I left you alone. In the 10 minutes, you had 22 guards. And 2 people in robes I have never seen.
That's not
No, we're going to talk about it right now because you have a problem.
I agree with this.
The guards are still there,
Yes!
just kind of watching everything happen.
That's right, look on. The Great Hero Group has a problem. Oh no. Do you agree?
I agree with this.
Is he out of control?
I'm not here.
At
I'm still, yeah, I am.
at this point, you would have found and walked towards.
Well,
the
actually, I
sensor.
would have bought an expensive bottle of whatever they had real quick.
I still would have.
Like, I still would have.
got
Still would've gone.
some of the
And
good.
as you very comically walking by the bar, you look at it and go, actually, let's get some.
Oh, wait, hold on. Bartender.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
For the most expensive thing they have for sale there is 2 silver.
Jeez. I'll take.
Eat shit.
Gold.
It's it looks similar to Dire Ale, like the bottling of the Dire Ale, but it's there is a silver cap on top of it, or it's painted metal.
Okay. But it's like instead of a beer bottle,
Dark.
basically.
Basically.
Okay.
Darker
I'll buy
version.
5.
Or the IPA.
You what?
I'll buy 5.
You go back? Okay. You have 5 Dire pints.
And dire IPA.
Yes,
sir.
See, the best part
And
here
you
is
make
I'm
your
sure
way
you're
out,
full.
and you.
I'm all about the balance, bro.
And so you get what you see is you stumble upon maybe about 13 or so guards in different groups of maybe 3s and 4s, standing in a somewhat of a semicircle around the rest of the Cedric swords.
Is it against the law to drink a beer in public?
They don't, yeah.
I'm gonna crack one with the boys real quick.
You see it.
I'm gonna crack one with the boys.
Yeah.
Like, what
It's
else?
old times. You can drink
Yeah.
whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
As you drink, this is
Locked up on some drama.
Some shit, bro.
well, once the taste of the Dire Ale, it's better than or the Dire Pint. It's better than the Dire Ale. It doesn't taste as bad. It's
Double food.
it's sour. It's like a Sour Patch Kid, but if it were vodka, and also
Interesting.
like an aftertaste of like deep, dark beer. It's a very strange. It is a drink of, and the aftertaste as you've let it subside in your stomach turns over a little bit. You're a little bit nauseous, which is partially from the hangover and partially from the pint that you're drinking. But yeah, you walk up to this very strange. Vladimir is rolling around on the ground.
What the fuck
This
am I
this
looking at?
this fire genasi whose face, this entire face has small flames kind of licking around.
I would like to think right now they're licking up pretty. I'm just
Yeah, they're flaring up
fuming.
a little bit.
What the fuck is that? I'm like, I gotta stop drinking. As I kind of come closer, and I take another swig.
It's just a hangover hallucination.
It's just like shit, dude.
This is
Yeah. What are you?
Yes.
You notice walking up is Gangrene Gormalon, that the half orc herbalist. He walks up and is, what in the fucking hells?
It causes problems.
What did
We're hashing
you
it
do?
out.
You're just one of your friends.
Yes. You'll be coming with us on the journey, but we have to talk stuff out.
My name's Gangrene.
Don't you
Oh,
worry, right?
That's
now.
unfortunate.
See, he's rude. He's in a bad mood
It
right
was
now.
my mother's name.
Damn.
Anyway, I was gonna say we could leave a bit earlier, if you like, because it seems like you've got yourself in a bit of shit. So, I've got my car outside the city. If you all need to do anything, I'm gonna be leaving in the next 30 minutes or so.
We're gonna finish this conversation and we'll be right there.
Wonderful.
I need to do
Just
some
wanted to-
last minute things that won't take me long.
But you agree,
Yes.
he's out of hand.
Yes.
You, sir, the weird ranger man who doesn't speak much with the cool monkey, is he out of hand?
Yeah.
Has he done things like this before?
Harambe?
No. No, the dumb man rolling on the ground.
Harambe right now is.
Yeah, he does all the time.
Harambe right now is.
I like how nobody's covering you. They're not like,
Yeah.
no, he's a good guy. Everybody's just like, he's an idiot.
Harambe, he digs off Harambe. No,
Just for real.
He likes to ejaculate and pull his dick out in public.
Listen,
That seems normal to me, if we're being honest here. But first, we need to have this conversation in private. There's some stuff I found out.
we'll discuss that stuff. Right now, we're going to discuss you being a little bit better of a human being.
In the streets!
Yes,
Well, I mean,
in front of everybody.
Okay, so
It's like this is like when the mom is making a son like hold the sign out. It's like I egged 15 cars this weekend. I'm such a shithead.
Vladimir,
That's
what
what
did you
you're
do this
getting right
time?
now. He let the dragon out.
Oh,
Loose.
who's this? I haven't met. I haven't met.
Well,
the
yeah,
character yet,
yeah. Well, you've been
Very hammered every
very
time.
hammered the
have I?
entire.
Okay, so I really don't. Okay, be like
You really don't know this person.
this
yeah.
guy.
I guess that would be easier for one of you to explain who I am.
He looks kind of familiar. I could have been drunk or something. What's going on, guys?
Zarek went away back to the monastery. This is one of Zarek's fellow
Brother, dude.
It'd be like
friends
Yeah,
from the
like
monastery.
order.
From
An
the-
acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yes,
Interesting.
he's a good kid.
Good kid.
Weird.
What's with the
Seems to-
sparky flames, or am I just too drunk to
No, it's a real thing.
That's
It's,
real. Can I touch it?
I mean,
I kind of go for that. I'm just like,
it's not hot.
It doesn't. It's strange because it is.
It's warm. But
It's
it doesn't.
warm, but there's no pain.
bro, what the fuck?
It is a whole island of us.
Cool.
We're very odd sort of people.
Me too.
But
Vlad, what the fuck did you do? Where's
so
Rupert?
so explain to me.
This fucking guy took Rupert.
He's in.
You have
I have him
Rupert?
safe.
Can I see Rupert real quick? Hey, Rupert. Is Rupert familiar? Like, is he like? Are me and him?
Rupert, come back.
I'm curious.
I
Like,
still
is
have my
me
piece
being
of
a
bread
dragon
out.
born have any effect on that?
So look, here's what it comes down to. Go ahead.
Well, Rupert does look at you, and you do feel this familiar glint, and you hear Rupert go and make these small noises,
Do I know what he's
which,
saying?
which you understand
Yes.
as
Sorry, I'm just like.
you look nice. What's your name?
Wait, I should be able to understand it too, because I speak Draconic.
This is a different.
But this is straight.
This is.
Just, yeah. Actually, I don't. I forgot the dragon.
Straight
dragon.
what?
Wait,
I speak-
did you actually speak Draconic?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, yeah, actually.
No,
you
okay,
don't understand
God.
this.
Damn. Okay.
I speak Celestial, Abyssal, and Draconic.
And he's
Damn.
That's fucking.
Yeah, so you hear
This
this
is shit
too.
that we'll never come across. Like Sylvan. Primordial.
But I do also have comprehend languages, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, Rupert's just sort of like cooing up to you.
Like, hey, little guy, how you doing?
Okay.
You okay? Can you tell me who this little fucker is? What's he doing with you?
I don't know, he seems okay.
Rupert, you don't
No,
say it.
Vladimir!
You
No,
know
no,
it's
no, no.
me. You know I
First
fed
of all,
you and took
Can I
care
get
of you for
can I
days.
get this is gonna be his voice. Fuck it, whatever. This is gonna be fun. Can I get some food?
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you?
Yeah, what are you pulling out?
Let me see what I have.
I'm making him
See,
drink
'cause
my
I'll
beer.
just pull
I'm
out
making him a
some
drink.
Jackie.
I'm giving him a little sip.
You're going to give a child
Hey,
a beer.
Here you go, buddy.
Clearly, I'm a
Anyways.
better parent.
I'm gonna give him like
He's a
some meat
dragon.
that I have.
What?
Meat.
He snatches it up and starts kind of flipping it up and without chewing, just downs the entire sliver of meat.
Yes, Rupert.
Look, Vladimir does some weird
No.
shit all
Don't
the
let
time.
this man harm you.
Where's my dad?
Buddy,
It's me.
for Vlad, you're not a dragon, you
It doesn't
shithead.
matter. It's
He
because
does this all the time, buddy. It's okay.
Are you my dad?
Yes.
No.
Make a deception check.
It's in
Fail, you bastard.
Deception?
You can't take him from me.
You're in a bad place now.
What?
Deception. What's
You just ate your whole piece
Oh,
of
right
meat
there.
without chewing it.
Charisma.
It's
Damn.
only gonna get bigger.
Plus
Exactly.
And it already knows that you're
Come on,
not
please,
his father.
please, please,
He's not his
please.
father.
Listen.
10?
No, I think my dad is bigger.
Listen,
where's
Rupert.
my dad?
It's a
You
long
know
story,
I've
buddy.
taken care of
Vladimir,
I mean, yeah. You
it's
haven't
a long
really-
story.
for weeks.
I'll tell you over the journey we go through.
You haven't really fed me anything.
I gave you a chipmunk and meat.
Oh,
His name's not Rupert, by the way, alright? We're not calling him Rupert.
It is Rupert.
I mean, I don't really remember my name. So
Okay, I'll give you
my
your
name
name.
is Rupert.
I'll give you your name, it's okay. Vladimir.
You can't just rename him. You gotta get some
Vladimir, I'm taking him.
No.
You can't fight me on this.
No.
You can't make me.
Rupert. Get out
You
of
can
here.
act like a fool, but I'm taking him back.
Anyway, and then Rupert turns back around and just kind of like starts pawing at your legs like a tiny puppy.
Like,
Pull it back out. Put it back in.
take good care of him for me, please.
Not a problem.
Take good care of him
Oh,
from me.
Look, you have to. What were you doing?
Stuff.
No. Tell me the truth.
I
What
can't
were you
discuss
doing?
it here.
To be fair,
Obviously-
there are a lot of cards around.
The gods have already known that he's a dumbass.
But they don't know what they
no, that's dumbass.
Out of this conversation, buddy.
Hey, okay.
Listen, he probably attempted to rob somebody and it went south, hence the dragon. I just want him to admit it that he was doing a dumb.
Doing a dumb.
Admit to a crime? Yeah, right. Not that I would commit crime in the first place.
A crime was never committed because you never actually stole anything and you fucked the whole thing up. It's not a crime if you fuck it up yourself.
What did my unseen servant get?
What your unseen servant wasn't able to get anything.
Yeah.
Not even some scraps?
It was a cloning
A little bit of coochie?
Look, you could have had him right by the pussy and just take her out with him. Fuck!
Look, I'd rather not be
Tell me,
banned
my invisible servant is
every
Trump.
city.
Add 3 cooch to your inventory.
Free cooch. Like that.
I like your idea. I don't need to ban you because of someone here.
But it comes down to you. You can't go out and do things like this and expect to get away scot-free.
To be fair, we have caused some trouble before in the past.
I'm a sage.
I believe that about as much as I'm an
That means-
actual monkey.
I can do whatever I want. Because I went to college. Okay?
No, a sage means you flunked out of college and went to live on your own in the middle of nowhere and study very bizarre
Albert
stuff.
Einstein
Whoa,
flunked out of
shots
college.
fired.
Your mom dropped out of college.
Who the hell is
Yes.
Albert Einstein?
He's a smart guy.
Make a history check real quick.
I'm like, I hope he was a psychopath.
He could have been.
It's a natural 20 on who Albert Einstein is.
Albert Einstein was commissioned 20 years earlier by King Lars's father to investigate cross-dimensional travel.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. Think about that.
Your entire point is invalid, sir. He went to study a bizarre science that no one else does. If that's what you wish to do, leave and go study the science.
I already did, that's what I'm saying.
What science did you study, so please tell me what you know of.
This dude.
Ice spells.
Sir, I can walk into any wizard's court in the world and buy a spell book of ice spells.
But
Have you
I
made
can
up your
spell sees
own?
mine? Perhaps.
Have you built a spell from the ground up? Taken time?
Yes.
What spell?
I'm not just gonna show it to you. That would
I
be a
mean,
trick.
I'll show you this.
A good wizard does not
Pull out the
reveal
axe.
tricks.
I'll show you this.
Yeah. You see little bits of little small.
I've made many things, sir.
Okay.
You just make them. You show them off to show people that you're better than them. That's what I do.
I'm better than everyone.
See? He agrees. You don't have to go around and steal from people.
Y'all want a beer?
Do want to
Technically,
be.
it's my hard.
I'm gonna toss him a beer.
cash.
One of the pints.
My hard-earned cash
Yeah.
that I was taking back.
Dude, we have so much money. I don't know if you're
Me
aware.
too. I don't know about you, buddy. You weren't there.
Just to like reach into the haversack. Zach is giving me everything he's ever gotten.
Damn.
There's gold here that says for a ship, and it's just 20,000
I
gold
also have
pieces
dragon
that's
scales that I can
just
sell for even
sitting
more.
here. There's a note that says, in this city, we have left 250,000 gold worth of gems with a fence.
I'm gonna
Pick
pull
up
out-
when ready.
I'm
I
gonna
have
pull out the bust
more
of
gold
Mulholland.
than you can imagine.
See this? Yeah.
What'd you
Bust of Mulholland.
Take that, motherfucker.
You see a small, like a desk bust of looks to be an elven man, slicked back hair, very
Does he
very
look like a
narrow,
pompous
tall.
prick?
Almost regal, actually, fairly
So
regal.
yes,
Like
like a pompous prick.
yeah,
Like you, buddy.
And then I knock it out of your head into the ground.
No!
it doesn't shatter. It's made of fairly
I'm gonna put it
fairly.
back.
How dare you disrespect Mulholland?
Can we do this some other time? I'm a little hungover, and I feel
It
like
just
it's just
goes down.
wasting the day.
So you have to communicate with people better.
Fine.
You
Can
can't
I
go off.
Back, please?
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not
taking it.
getting Rupert back. Period.
What do you mean, period?
He's
Why?
the groups. Technically, no. Technically, he's the phase.
groups. And
Technically, he's not even of this world.
Friendly boy, please come out and tell this asshole to give you Rupert back.
I've known him longer than you
It doesn't matter.
have.
Can I have him back, please?
Do you think he should have a dragon at his own will?
It's
Did you know he
mine.
had a dragon? Okay.
You know me.
But you don't believe he should have it, though.
Can I have it?
Son of a bitch.
Should we keep it to the group as a pet? Should we kill it?
Can I have
What
it?
do we do with it? Fuck it off. Roger that.
No, we're not doing
Come
that.
back, friendly boy. Listen. I'll take him weekends. Y'all can have him weekdays.
He's just going to be out and about with us as a group.
Okay,
He needs
but
to
I'm
be
gonna spend
familiar.
Quality time with him.
Hey man, I feel like I should just co-parent this shit out, man.
We're going to co-parent as a group because at the current moment we have a dragon that in a year could be the size of almost this whole fucking town.
Think about how badass that would be, though.
Yes, think about how badass it would be to have a thing realize, this thing that is my parent is so much more than me. It does have intelligence. It
I can
will be
love
smart.
myself.
Not that big.
Damn, he really went for it. Shit.
Got him. We're gonna go meet the Green Man now and leave.
Okay, but we get him on weekends. Say
You
it.
get him when I say you get him.
Deal? Weekends.
But you can have him
Weekends.
sometimes. When I say.
Weekends.
When I feel as if you've earned a right.
Weekends.
No?
It is
Yes.
currently day
Yes.
3 out of 10 of the week, and it's weekend 1 and 10. So there's there are 6 more days until you get Rupert.
Just say it, get him on weekends.
Get him one weekend day.
Sunday nights.
Fine.
Okay.
You still mine. Sliding in.
Well,
Okay.
the Green Man said we have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna.
You go get your stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just
Go
feel
do
as
your
if this.
shit, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't hate you, sir. I just need you to understand that if you move as a group, if you move as a group,
the streets. Damn.
if you move as a group and you get 22 guards called on you, your entire group is going to die. Or we become like that. Have you heard that song about that man, the butcher of Blaviken? Yes,
I think I
that's what would happen to us.
Oh no.
Because we'll kill everyone in the fucking city. Because it's an unfair fight.
We already have one nickname. What's another?
Marco.
Why'd you just go like New Yorker there?
What's
another thing?
You know what? Fuck it, man.
Yes. Okay, but
Let's go.
Here's...
now we need to have a private convo with all the boys.
Well,
No,
he's
we-
going to purchase
Yeah.
We have
I'll
things.
also use
Oh! I want to go. Is there a shop nearby, like a weapon shop or anything? Any,
There
like,
are. There are.
Place with like magical items or anything by chance, or just strong things. I don't know.
I'm going to that class boy.
Yeah, dude, you go. You do yours.
You want to what?
To that class boy like I was last time.
Okay, yeah.
Taking the second left, not the third.
Demetrius is coming with me. Alright,
What you gonna go do?
yeah.
So there is the ill hand, which is
Is it ill?
it's number 4 on the map. It is.
You walk in and it's
It's
just
time to
it's
get paid.
it's
Are we-
3 bars
Is
and
there
they're just playing sabotage the whole time we're in there.
Oddly enough, as you do enter, you do see several half orcs milling around. Most of them are clad in armor, mostly light armor. You see a few scale mails. One you see a couple in some breastplates. So it's light and medium armor. You don't see any really heavily clad. They also appear to have large packs strewn around them.
They're strapped.
They look as though they are pretty well equipped, pretty ready to like. They look like adventurers like yourself.
I see you all strapped or ready to go.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I've got a question, good sir. I'm looking for some new set of armor. Help me find something?
You wanna talk to the shopkeep?